Okay, so sekarang kita tengok contoh bagi topik inequalities. Okay, so kita ada 4 contoh di sini. Contoh yang pertama, kita ada x plus 2 greater than or equal to negative 5. Okay, so untuk selesaikan masalah ini, kita perlu tinggalkan x. Okay, so since kita ada x plus 2, so untuk selesaikan ini, kita perlu tolak 2, which is minus 2. Okay, in the left hand side, and in the right hand side also we need to minus 2. Okay, so now x plus 2 minus 2, so 2 plus 2 minus 2 will be cancelled, so kita ada x kat sini, and then greater than or equal to negative 5, greater than or equal to negative 5 minus 2, then we have negative 7. So here we have x greater than or equal to negative 7. Okay. So next kita ada 2x less than 10. Okay, so 2x less than 10. To solve for this x, so we need to divide by 2 for both sides. Okay, so kita bahagikan 2. So 2x over 2 less than 10 over 2. So here we have 2x over 2. We have x. X is less than 10 over 2 is a 5. Okay, so the answer here is x less than 5. So next, we have negative x greater than 6. So for this case, we need to multiply for negative 1 for both sides. So ini kita kena darabkan dengan negatif 1 untuk kita dapatkan x. Jadi kita perlu darabkan dengan negatif 1 untuk kedua-dua side. So now we have negative 1. Okay, multiply with negative x. Okay. Since we multiply with negative 1, so the inequality sign will be changed, which is from greater than, and here we have less than. So less than 6 times negative 1. So the answer here is x less than negative 6. Okay, so this is the answer. And then for D, we have x over negative 4. Okay, so x over negative 4 greater than or equal to negative 5. So this one, we need to multiply with negative 4 for both sides. Okay, multiply with negative 4. Okay, so the inequality will be changed from greater than or equal, then we have less than or equal. Okay, so multiply negative 4 times x over negative 4. So negative 4 we can cancel. Then here we have x is less than or equal to negative 5 times negative 4. We have 20. Okay, so now the answer here is x is less than or equal to 20. Okay, right. So this one example 1. So next we look at example 2. So in this example, we will solve the inequality 6 plus 4x over negative 3 less than 10x plus 6, and express the solution in a real number line, interval notation, inequality form, and set notation. Okay. Alright, so we solve for 6 plus 4x over negative 3 less than 10x plus 6. Okay. Alright, so for this one, we need to multiply with negative 3 for both sides. So negative 3 multiply with 6 plus 4x over negative 3. So for less than, it will be changed to greater than. And 10x plus 6, we need to multiply with negative 3 also. So this one, inequality ni berubah sebab kita multiply with negative number, which is negative 3. Okay, so negative 3 times 6 plus 4 over negative 3. So this negative 3 can be cancelled out. Then here we have 6 plus 4x less than, greater than. Okay, greater than 10x times 3. We have negative 30x. 6 times negative 3, we have negative 18. Okay. So now negative 30x, we bring to the other side. Kita bawa dia ke sebelah atau kita pindahkan dia. And then 6 ni kita pindahkan ke sebelah. Then dia akan jadi negative This one will be positive. Okay. So yang ini kita dapat for x. We have for x plus 30x. Okay. Greater than negative 18 minus 6. Okay, so in the left hand side, we have 34x greater than negative 24. Okay, negative 24. Then solve for x by divided all the terms by 34. Kita bahagikan semua dengan 34. 34 in the left hand side and in the right hand side. 34. So sekarang kita akan dapat 34 over 34, we have 1. So here we have x is greater than negative 12 over 17. Okay, 12 over 17. Okay, so in number line, so x is greater than negative 12 over 17. Okay, so maknanya x lebih besar daripada negative 12 over 17. So this is a number line. So this is the values of x. So let's say this is a negative 12 over 17. So the number line will be from here, negative 12 over 17, and it goes to positive infinity. So this one is about x is greater than negative 12 over 17. Okay, so for interval notation, so the minimum value for x, okay, is a negative 12 over 17. Okay, so for this side, we use open bracket. Kita gunakan open bracket sebab negative 12 over 17 does not include in x value. Dia bukan nilai x. Okay, so ingat nilai x adalah lebih besar daripada negative 12 over 17. Okay, so and the large number for x is infinity. Positive infinity. So this one is in interval notation. And in equality form, so it is about x greater than negative 12 over 17. Okay, so in set notation, so x is any real number such that x is greater than negative 12 over 17. Okay, so dia mesti dalam bentuk set. Ingat kalau dalam bentuk set, dia mesti dalam curly bracket. Okay, so this is the answer in the number line, interval notation, in equality form, and set notation. Okay, so next we go to next example, example 3. So this in example, we need to solve the inequality 3 plus 2x over 4 less than 3x minus 8. And express the solution in real number line, interval notation, in equality form, and set notation. Okay, so now we solve for this one. Okay, so we have this inequality, which is 3 plus 2x over 4, which is less than 3x minus 8. Okay. Right, so first what we need to do here is we need to multiply all the terms by 4. Okay, so kita darabkan semua dengan 4. So kita nak dapatkan 3 plus 2x saja. Okay, so we need to multiply 4 in the left hand side and in the right hand side. Kita darabkan dengan 4 juga. Okay. Alright, so now 4 times 3 plus 2x over 4. So this 4 we can cancel out. Then we have 3 plus 2x. So less than. So 4 times 3x, we have 12x. So 4 times negative 8, we have negative 32. Okay. Right, so we solve for this one. 12x, we bring to the other side. Then kita akan dapat negative 12x. Dan juga 3 ni kita bawa dia ke sebelah, dia akan jadi negatif juga. Okay, so now we have 2x minus 12x, okay, so less than negative 32 minus 3. Okay, so second, in the left hand side, we have negative 10x, which is less than negative 10x, less than negative 35. Negative 35. Okay, so we solve for this one. So yang ini kita kena bahagikan dengan negative 10. Okay, negative 10 in the left hand side, and in the right hand side we also need to divide it by with negative 10. Okay, so since we divided with negative number, so this inequality sign will be changed from less than, and here we have greater than. So kita kena tukarkan lah sebab kita darabkan dengan nombor negatif. Okay, so selesaikan. So untuk ni negative 10x over negative 10. So this negative 10 we can cancel out. Then here we have x greater than negative 35 divided by negative 10. Okay, so now we have a 7 over 2. In a decimal point, it will be 3.5. Okay, so that x is greater than 3.5. Okay, so form it into a number line. So the first one in a number line. So we have this number line. So along this line is x values. So we have 3.5. Katakan kat sini 3.5. So x is greater than 3.5. So the line will be 3.5. Does not included in x value. Tidak termasuk nilai x sebab kita ada x greater than. So bila x greater than, maksudnya x tu lebih besar daripada 3.5. Okay. So nilai-nilai x adalah lebih besar daripada 3.5. So maknanya dia menuju ke arah kanan. So bila ke arah kanan, it is approaching to positive infinity. Okay, so bila nampak yang ini, maknanya dia adalah x is greater than 3.5. Okay. Alright. So next, dalam number line, second in interval notation. So dalam interval notation, so 3.5 adalah yang paling kecil lah. Tetapi 3.5 tidak termasuk dalam nilai x. Jadi kita letakkan dalam open bracket, which is 3.5. And the biggest number of x is infinity. So infinity, nombor yang paling besar dia adalah sebesar-besarnya. Jadi kita letakkan dia infinity. So this one is in interval form. Interval notation. So next in equality form. So in equality form yang inilah. X is greater than 3.5. And the last one in a set notation. So next set notation. So x, okay. So x is any number, any real number. Okay. So such that x is greater than 3.5. Okay. So bila set notation, dia mesti dalam curly bracket. Okay, so all these the answers in terms of number line, interval notation, inequality form, and set notation. Okay, so next is about compound inequality. So compound inequality, in other words, we call it a sandwich. Okay, dia berada di tengah-tengah. So maknanya dia ada end point. Okay, dia ada end point. So untuk end point dekat sini adalah x plus 1, which is a minimum point, and the maximum point is 7 minus 2x. Okay, so ini kita panggil sebagai end points. End points. Okay, so now we need to solve for this inequality, x plus 1. less than or equal to 10x minus 5 less than 7 minus 2x. Okay, so yang ini kita gunakan n. We use n. Okay, so express the solution in real number line, interval notation, in equality form, and set notation. Okay, untuk selesaikan bagi compound inequality yang berbentuk begini, kita perlu buat dalam 2 section. Okay, we need to solve it into 2 sections. The first section, it is about in the left hand side, and the second section, it is about right hand side. Okay, so kita selesaikan. Right, so kita selesaikan ini. X plus 1 is less than or equal to 10x minus 5. And, okay, and 10x minus 5 is less than 7 minus 2x. Okay, so kita selesaikan. Alright, so untuk yang ini, kita buat yang first dulu di sebelah kiri. Okay, so we have x plus 1. So this one, untuk dapatkan x, we need to minus 1 in the left hand side, and in the right hand side, we need to minus 1 also. Okay, so kita selesaikan. So x plus 1 minus 1, so we can cancel for 1. So here we have x. So x is less than or equal to 10x minus 6. Negative 5 minus 1, we have negative 6. Okay, so this x, we bring to the other side. Then we have a negative. So untuk yang ini kita selesaikan seperti equation yang biasa. Okay, seperti equation yang biasa yang you pindahkan terms dia. Okay, so now we have x minus 10x is less than or equal to negative 6. Okay, so for this one, we have negative 9x less than or equal to negative 6. Alright, so next, untuk yang ini, we need to multiply with negative 1. Kita darabkan dengan negative 1 sebab kita nak dapatkan x saja. So in the right hand side pun sama jugalah, kita kena multiply dengan negative 1. Alright, so now we have a negative 9. Sorry, bukan negative 1, negative 9. Divide by negative 9. Divide by negative 9. Okay, so yang ini akan berubah lah. Dia akan jadi greater than or equal. So this negative 6, we need to divide it by negative 9. Okay, so hence, kita akan dapat this one. Negative 9x over 9. So we have x. So x is a greater than or equal to negative 9 over negative 6 over negative 9. Kita akan dapat 2 over 3. Okay, x is greater than or equal to 2 over 3. Okay. Alright, so next is sebelah second part. Second part yang ni. So sama jugalah untuk yang ni. First, kita bawa negative 2x to the other side. Kita bawa ke sebelah sini. Then dia akan jadi positif. So negative 5 we bring to the other side, then we have a positive. Okay, sebab dia di sebelah kiri dia negative 5, jadi bila dia pindah ke sebelah sana, sebelah kanan dia akan jadi positive 5. Okay, so kita selesaikan. So ni kita akan dapat 10x plus 2x less than 7 plus 5. Okay. So 10x plus 2x, we have 12x less than 12. So divide all the terms by 12. By 12. So kita divide dengan nombor positif. Jadi sign ni tak perlu berubah. Okay, unchanged. Okay, selesaikan 12x over 12. We have x. 12 over 12 we have 1. So x is less than 1. Okay, so x is less than 1. Okay, so the question asks you to express the solution in real number. So dalam real number, kita buat di sini. Bukan dia. A real number 1 in a real number. So this is x, values of x. So x is greater than 2/3. So 2/3 is less than 1. So katakan kat sini adalah 2/3. Bila 2/3 is greater than or equal to 2/3. So maksudnya number line dia akan bergerak ke kanan. Ke kanan is a positive infinity. Okay, so this one is about x greater than or equal to 2/3. Okay, so next s is less than 1. Less than 1, so katakan kat sini 1. This is a 1. Okay, so less than 1 maknanya dia bergerak ke kiri. Okay, less than 1. Tetapi 1 tu tidak termasuk. Jadi kita tak perlu colorkan bullet dia tu. So pergerakan dia akan bergerak ke kiri, which is negative infinity. Okay, so based on this number line, kita akan ambil yang intersect ataupun yang overlap. Iaitu, so nilai bagi x adalah antara 2/3 dan juga 1. Okay, dan juga 1. Jadi, untuk yang ini is x is less than 1. Okay, so kita akan, so jawapan dia nilai-nilai x adalah berada di tengah-tengah ni lah. Di antara 2/3 dan juga 1. Okay, so kita boleh tulis sebagai x is greater than or equal to 2/3 and less than 1. Okay, so less than 1. So, untuk nilai-nilai x ni, bila you masukkan nilai x ke dalam equation yang disediakan, so dia sentiasa memberi makna. Okay, sentiasa satisfy. Alright. Okay, so this one in number line and interval notation. So dalam interval notation, dia adalah senilai yang paling kecil untuk x kat sini adalah 2/3, 2/3. So since 2/3 is inclusive, okay, so we use square bracket. Okay, square bracket. So untuk 1, so 1 is does not include in S value. Sebab S value ni kurang daripada 1. Okay, so maknanya dia punya nilai-nilai X daripada 2/3 dan hanya bergerak ke 1. Maknanya nilai yang paling besar untuk X tu tak sampai 1 lah. Okay, so jadi kita letakkan sebagai open bracket. So open bracket yang round bracket tu. Okay, so this one is interval number 3 inequality form. So inequality form adalah x in between 2/3 and less than 1. Okay, and the last one in the set notation, values of x. Okay, so x is in a real number such that, mesti kena ada garis tu, itu adalah such that. Apakah nilai-nilai x? So, x is greater than or equal to 2/3 and less than 1. Okay? Right, so ini jawapan dia. Okay, so itu saja untuk contoh kita pada kali ini. Okay, so contoh-contoh lain kita akan bincangkan di video akan datang. So, terima kasih kerana sudi menonton.